right, here we go. We are live and on the record, YouTube land.
Less than 5.
With our main events for our Wild and Out Wednesday. Starting off with our 21.5 B main event, taking the top two. There are 5. Only 2 will exit victorious. Marshals ready, drivers ready. Let's go racing on the tone. All right, we got a good clean start. Watch it going on at center straight. Someone's getting it wrong there. Leia's going to hang on to that whole shot. Darren in the 2. Morissette moves up into the 3. And Mikey rounding out the field. Says Morissette moved into that 2, and they got into it with another, so that's going to let Peralta move into that 2 now in the all-white. Leia taking full advantage. Starting to gap out early on in this B main event. Peralta's got a decent lead on 3 and 4 between Darren and Anton there by the start-finish line. That is the closest right there for that 3rd spot. 3rd isn't going to cut it, though. We're only taking the top 2 into that A main event. Here comes Leia by that start-finish line. Continuing to stretch out. She's got 5.6 on Peralta. Now she's got 7 seconds now. Darren and Anton getting into it. Here comes Mikey. Mikey's going to get into the mix now. Battle out for that 3rd and final podium position. Leia and Peralta taking advantage of the carnage. So after a rough start out of Peralta, he finds himself in that 2nd transfer position. It's all about running clean, conservative laps and not braking at this point. We are 2 minutes in, 3 to go. Anderson working her way through that center straight. Over that back triple coming up on Darren. Well done, Darren. Anton gets solid in that 3. We are over past the halfway mark. Leia off that back triple. Looking to punch her ticket in that A main event. Peralta's got a decent lead too as well. Leia's got 6 seconds on Peralta. Peralta's got 14 on Anton. So these two just need to run their nice conservative laps here and finish it out. They still got 2 minutes to go though. Anton by the start-finish line in that 3, and that all-yellow associated ride. Down that straightaway he goes, along with Leia in tow. Here comes Peralta by the start-finish line. So our running orders: Anderson, Peralta, Morissette, Morgan, Mikey. 90 seconds to go, 90 seconds to go. Our expert 17.5 B main will be up next. And then we'll start kicking off our A main, starting out with 2-wheel mod. So Mikey's going to take a knee here. Call it quits here early. 60 seconds to go, 60 seconds to go.
1 minute left.
So top 2 drivers in cruise control at this point. Closest race is between Anton and Darren. They are working their way over the tabletop right now. Anton's got 2.9 over Darren. Now he's 2.4 with 30 seconds to go. So that is the only race starting to materialize here late in the race. 22 seconds to go. They are going to be racing it after they get by for their final lap here. So the race is on for third. Off the straightaway they go. Anton's got it. Darren wants it. Through that center straight they go, working their way over that triple. Oh, Darren gets it wrong, goes upside down. Leia's taking the win. She is done and is going to advance that A main event. Anton's going to finish out in that 3. Peralta taking that second and final transfer spot. And here comes Darren, and that is a race. All stop, all stop. Marshals, grab your blowers. Marshals, grab your blowers. You know, all those drivers and several volunteers down on the track. Our 75 expert B main events coming up next.
The race is completed.
All right, let's get all our marshals out to our positions. We do need several volunteers. And we're going to let, Why Not's hopping on up there. All right, we got 5 starting. Only 2 will prevail. Guys, go ahead and roll them around, check them in. We got Brent Mann in that 5. Why Not in the 4? Gallegos in the 3. Les Anderson in the 2. And Paul Weir in that BQ spot. We need some marshals out here, please. We need one in front of the timing and scoring booth.
Lee Anderson.
You guys go ahead and rack them up. You guys are all checked
Black
in
Stallion.
and rack them up
Mike
on
Galos.
that straight.
Brent Mann.
We still need a marshal in front of the timing and scoring booth. Let's get one marshal out.
1 minute to the start of the race.
Up on timing and scoring booth. Thank you very much, Mr. Stieber. That's a good shift there. Thank you very much. Thank you again to our volunteer marshals. Let's keep this going until the end of the evening.
45 seconds to the start of the
Here
race.
we go. Marshals ready, drivers ready. We are going with our 17.5 B main event on the tone. Here we go. This is it. This is for 2 final transfer spots into that A main event. We got a good clean start. We are finishing our first lap in order, looks like. Weir, Anderson, Gallegos, Why Not? Man, all down that straightaway. Paul getting a little bit of a run. Gallegos looks to the inside off that back triple. Has to back off and give it back up to Les. So there they go, all 5 off that by the start-finish line. Up on the pitcher's mound and down the straightaway they go. Y'all, black up Paul Weir working his way through that center straight. Is in the lead. Anderson in that 2. Gallegos in the 3. Looks like Why Not got it wrong. That allowed Mann to get around, so he's going to bump into that 4 spot. All right, we are 1:15 in. These guys got the juice to make it over that back triple. It's like Gallegos and Les got into it. Les got the short end of the stick there. It's going to drop to that 3. We are only 1:30 in. Gallegos gets it wrong off that straightaway. Lands on his wheels, though. Let Anderson catch up just a tad. That's going to let Weir stretch out his lead, and then he's going to immediately cash it in. Go on his lead, have to get marshaled out. So Weir's got 2.5. Gallegos has got 0.8 over Anderson as they come off that straightaway. 2 minutes in, 3 to go. Then it's Mann, Why Not? Anderson with some rough luck off that triple out of Miles, Man, and Wynot to catch up to him. So now the battle's on for that 3 spot. Between Anderson, Wynot, and Man. Down the straightaway they go. Paul Weir reaping all the benefits. Been running nice and smooth with the exception of that last lap. Or the lap before that last. Weir out front. He's got 3.4 on Gallegos. Paul Weir and Gallegos trying to keep things steady and consistent. It's working out for him right now. Gallegos with 5.3 over the 3rd place of Les Anderson. Three down, 2 to go, 3 down, 2 to go. Our modified A main event's coming up next.
Two minutes left.
Watch going on that straightaway. It is clear. Two minutes to go. 2 minutes to go. It's still Weir, Gallegos. They are off to the races. Why not move into that 3? And then it's Anderson, Brent Man. Turn it over to Thayer for the remainder of the race.
30 down, 130 to go for Paul. Paul, wow. Shear line. I didn't see it. $345 down, 115 to go for Paul. Looking to bump up to the expert stock buggy A-man event. All right, once is cool, twice. No thanks. 4 down, 1 to go.
1 minute left.
1 to go, 1 to go. Top 2 going to make it to the main event here. Mikey G and Why Not battling for that last transfer spot. Mikey upside down. On the outside looking in, Why Not by the line. He's got a 1.4 second advantage over Mike G. 40 to go. Last about 2.5 back. I've seen crazier things happen. We had to have a 3-way battle here for 2 transfer spots. 25 to go. Why Not getting a little loose? Here comes Mike. Upside down for Why Not. 15 to go. Paul way out front, 8 seconds. It's going to come down to these 2 over the backside triple. Why Not gets it wrong? Mikey G by. Here we go. Negative. Negative.
Oh.
You like my 6-year-old. I have to tell her like 4 times. She finally listens. Look for Paul Weir. 3 and 4. And Brent Man, you are done. That's a race. Please turn them off.
You guys still had another
and
lap.
come back out.
The race
to
is completed.
Marshall. All right, race number 3. Let's roll them out, check them in. Let's get my track blown off, guys, please. Paul Weir and Mikey G going to the Expert Stock A main event.
If we can get a handful of good experienced marshals, Jim Stilvate's going to need it for our mod A main event. So we can get some good experienced marshals out here on the field. Paul Weir. Paul Weir. Will you blow off the end of the triple?
All right, modified A main event. Need my marshals from the last race. Marshals from the last race out to the track, please. Out to the track, please. I need a marshal for Why Not, please. Let's see. I got Anton out there. Thank you, sir. I got Brent Man. Thank you, Shane. Boom, boom, boom. Should be good. I definitely know that. All right, let's roll them out. Check them in. Track is yours. Track is yours. Yeah, we definitely need one over here in the corner.
1 minute to the start
Johnny
of the
boy.
race.
Thank you.
Ron Dibble. Jim Sylvie. Vinny P. Soli. Kevin Gatton. Cheese Whiz. 45 seconds to the start of the race. Voltron. Why not?
Modified buggy, checking in, checking in, checking in.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, guys, no more laps, no more laps. No more laps, please. Let's get into the front straightaway.
15 seconds to
Front
the start
straight,
of the
guys.
race.
Straightaway is closed. Straightaway is closed. Straightaway is closed. All right, it's going to be Ronnie D at the 1, Kevin Gatton 2, Richard Lake 3, Silve 4,
Less than 5.
Leffler 5, Pedersoli 6, and Why Not 7. All right, here we go. Driver's ready, marshal's ready. Sound of the tone. Perfect start here for two-wheel drive modified. Here we go. Ronnie D, Gatton, Lake, Silve, Leffler, Pedersoli. Through the short chute they go through the center. Backside triple. Gatton trying to keep Ronnie D honest here. Lake had great speed as well all night. Oh, Ronnie D upside down. Got to collect Gatton and Lake to the point. And then Silve gets into Ronnie D there. And then Ronnie D and Pedersoli. .45 in, 4:15 to go here. Lake out front, Gatton in the 2. Silve, then it's Ronnie D. Good stuff here at the start. It's cool to have a little shuffle and mod now and then. Keeps everything interesting, keeps us on our toes here. Lake's no stranger to the front here. Down the front straightaway, Gatton in tow. Upside down goes Anthony Grunkmeyer by the line. Oh, Pedersoli upside down as well. 130 down, 3:30 to go. Gatton inching closer. Little bobble from Lake at the corner tabletop. 4:10 separating top two down the front straight. Ronnie D getting by Silve for the 3. Now it's Gatton looking for a way around backside triple. Nothing there. Big crossover. They both carved the chicane section right side tabletop by the line. 19-2s for both of them, and Gatton gets by on the pitcher's mound. New leader on the track down the front straight. 2 down, 3 to go. Through the center, backside triple for Gatton and Lake. And here comes Ronnie D. Getting back in this one here. There's plenty of time, 2:45 to go. Lake not letting Gatton out of his sights. But he better figure something out quick here because Ronnie D is going to be beating down his door. 2:30 down, 2:30 to go, halfway done. Silve not too far behind. Good run in the works for Jimbo. He's had a couple back-to-back races here. Good results. Good stuff for Jim. Gatton, Lake, Duvall, down the back straightaway. They're all in the same part of the track now. Through the center. Backside triple. Lake looking inside. A little bit too inside. Hits a pipe. No harm, no foul. Ronnie D closing in here. 3-way battle over the pitcher's mound for the leader. Down the back straight. 3 down, 2 to go.
2 minutes left.
Gatton, Lake, Duvall, backside triple. Perfect laps here. This is how it's done. Lake, little bobble here, corner tabletop. Ronnie looking inside, nothing there. Front straight. Gatton's had some great runs here recently as well. All these guys showing great speed, and for good reason. 1:30 remaining, 18-6 from Gatton. Laying it down when he needs to. Gap now is within a second between first and second. That's an eternity in modified. 1:15 remaining. Lake with a mistake at the bottom of the crossover. Ronnie D Gets back within striking distance. Pitcher's mound, and Lake will concede down the front straightaway. Ronnie D back to the 2, and Gatton upside down, and just like that, Ronnie D back to the
1 minute
point.
left.
In a blink of an eye. Oh, Gat looking inside the crossover. He might have had something there, but the battle continues. Pitcher's mound they go, and that's Ronnie D, Gatton, and Lake. 45 to go. A complete role reversal here with their top 3. But Gatton's not done yet. Lake's got some work to do there. 30 to go. Gatton still right behind Ronnie D by the line. 19-1, 19-2. Down the front straight. Gatton got anything left of the tank, and he shorts it coming off the straightaway. Lake to the 2. That might wrap it up for Ronnie D. 15 remaining. He's had a mistake in this race already. Lake getting the pitcher's mound pull there. And time expiring here. Looks like Ronnie D gonna get the victory after all. But battle for the 2 still there. Gatton still could get Lake here. Corner tabletop. Lake will get the 2. Gatton 3. Silva gonna go 4. And Pedersoli off the track. That's going to do it. Good race, guys. Good race. Let's get you guys back out to Marshall, please. Race number 4.
The race is completed.
Let's roll them out, check them in.
All right, Novice A main event, you're up next. Novice A main event, you're up next. Let's get our modified drivers down on the track, please. Mod drivers down on the track. Thank you again to our volunteer marshals. We'll probably need a couple more as the evening progresses. We only got 5 more heats to get through. Let's get our mod drivers out in our positions, please. Novice A main event coming up. You guys go ahead and roll them around. Check them in. We got Bella in the 7, Stever in the 6, Lily Saunders in the 5, Reed Saunders in the 4, Allison Shaw in the 3, Jim Garambi in the 2, and your top qualifier, Eric Ferreira. All right, no one else down that straightaway.
1 minute to the start of the race.
Up on the straightaway in the order
Allison
that I
Shaw.
called out. No one else tearing down that straightaway,
Saunders.
please.
Jim Garambe. 45 seconds to the start of the race. Reed Saunders.
All right, let's
Ryan
get
Seaver.
them on the grid, on the straightaway. Let's get in our positions, please. Did Eric leave?
30 seconds to the start of the race.
No, Eric. All right. And Bella's looks like she's going to take a scratch as well. All right. Yeah, if you'll hop out right there, that'd be awesome. Thank you very much.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, here we go. Novice A main event coming up. All right, boys and girls, marshals
Less
ready,
than 5.
drivers ready. Let's go racing at the sound of the tone. Reed a little late on the gun there. We've got all buggy main going on here in our novice division. Our big boys not showing up. Watching that triple. Jim going to lead us out. Allison in that 2. Reed in the 3. Then we got Brian. And Lily, and then Brian, I should say. Rounding out our order. So we are off and going with our Novice A main here on a Wednesday night. Watching that center straight, it is clear. Allison finds her way up into the top. Off the straightaway she goes. Pushed a little wide. Remember, nice and smooth, nice and smooth. Allison in the 1, Jim in the 2, Reed still in that 3. They're all looking still pretty close together. Looks like Jim's going to reclaim that top spot. Allison not too far behind. A little less than a straightaway separates the two. You're going to have number 2 working up behind you, Mr. Stieber. Now Reed and Lily going at it. Looks like Lily took over that 3 spot. After a little bump and rub from Reed off the pipe. Jim starting to stretch out his lead over Allison. So it's Jim, Allison, and Lily now. Lily almost sending it into the crowd. Reed takes over the spot, and then he parks it in the cheater cone, so he's going to have to get marshaled out. So Reed and Lily been swapping spots here. We are 3 minutes in, 2 to go.
2 minutes left.
Reed and Lily. The battle of the siblings is on as they go through the crossover. Now Reed's going to take over that 3 spot for a little bit. There goes Allison over that back triple double single. She goes, setting up for that crossover. Just kind of keep it nice and smooth. It is Garambi, Shaw Saunders. Reed that as Lily, Stieber. Looks like Ferreira and, Ferreira and why not? Hi, Jim. Congratulations. My brain broke.
One minute left.
Yeah, I don't want him to cry himself to sleep tonight. All right, Jim in the 1, Allison in the 2. Oh, Lily gives it to Reed. Atta girl. So Lily going to take over that 3 spot. No love lost here. Lily and Reed going at it. 35 seconds to go. Allison looking solid in that too. There she goes in the gray purple over that back triple, running the sideways wing. Says, hey, Dad, you need to break out the coin and buy me a new wing after this race here. Lily goes for it over that back triple. Reed giving it all he's got, trying to find another gear. Trying to run down the sister. Let's pick up Jim. Where's Jim? There's Jim off that straightaway. Way out front. Gonna send it home. Everyone's gonna be done when they come across that start finish line. Jim doing a little grandstanding for the fans. So he goes over that crossover. He's going to cruise it in for the victory. Allison, you are done in that too. Jim's going to take that win. Oh, Lily broke out on the last lap. Reed's going to hang on to that 3 spot. So he gets a gift after she breaks out. That is a race. All stop, all stop. Marshals, grab your blowers. Blow off your areas, put a little water down, and we'll get race number 5 underway. Yes, it was. It made me worse. All right, novice drivers, don't wander off too far. We're going to need you out on the track to marshal. So novice drivers, let's get you to your positions. Zach ain't worried about it. Look at him. I know. Four-wheel drive A main is next. We post the mains on the wall for your convenience. I know you poor guys are used to going last, but I'm throwing you a bone here.
The race is completed.
All right, let's get our novice drivers out on the track. We need all of our novice drivers that are still in the house out on the track, please. All of our novice drivers out on the track. We'll need some volunteers out here as well. Novice drivers out on the track. Find your positions here. We got the Saunders kids out here. We got the Shaws out here. All right, guys, go ahead and roll them around. We'll give you the track for a little bit. While we get our marshal spots taken care of, they're starting to materialize here. Still need a couple more, though. We need
Jim Garambe, Mike Coco,
one
Kyle
more.
Adolph,
Let's
Sean
get
Rogers,
two more.
John Young,
Two more marshals.
Scott Chandler,
There's one. Can we get one? Can we get one of you 21-5 guys to hop out here and take that corner? Yeah, act like you can't hear me. Rudy's gonna step up. He wants those karma
1 minute to the
points.
start of the race.
All right, we got Jim Garami in the 7, Sean Rogers in the 6, John Young in the 5, Kyle Adolph in the 4, Scott Chandler in the 3, and Mike Cocott in that 1 spot.
45 seconds to the start of the
Shut it
race.
down there. All right, no one else down that straightaway. No one else down that straightaway. Mr. Shaw, are you okay over there by yourself? Let's get someone to help out Mr. Shaw
30 seconds
over
to the
there
start
on
of the
the
race.
end by that triple. Let's get another marshal out there, please. Can we get one more marshal, please? One more marshal out on the end of the track by the doors. We need one more marshal over there by Mr. Shaw, and we will get
15
this
seconds to the start of the
underway.
race.
Thank you, Mr. Henry. Thank you very much. All right, here we go. Marshals ready.
Less than 5.
Drivers ready. Let's get it on at the sound of the tone. Race number 5, our four-wheel drive sportsmen / experts. You guys are off and running. Let's keep things clean, gentlemen. There's Cocott Chandler going at it. Chandler looks to the inside. Can't quite happen. They both get collected. That's going to allow Mr. Adolph to get around, and things go from bad to worse. And Kyle's going to reap all the benefits here. Here he comes by that start-finish line. He's going to lead the pack. Scott Chandler going to move into that 1. Kokot got back up there into that 3. You guys will be scored according to your class. But I'll try and keep track of who is leading out, because right now, Kyle Adolph, oh no, saws it off. Throws in the towel, couldn't handle the pressure. Oh, and then Sean Rogers tries to do the same thing. That rough break out of Kyle. All these four-wheel drive drivers were keeping things together here through all the qualifiers. And now we got a man down. So Scott Chandler going to take over that top spot on the all-white wheels. By that start finish line he goes. Kokot's coming around. There goes Kokot by the start finish line, separated by 2.8. Sean Rogers leading out the sportsman division now, followed by John Young and Jim Gromby. We are 1:45 in, 3:15 to go. There goes your leader down the straightaway. Kokot down the straightaway. Scott Chandler's little bobble lands on his wheels, though. Gap 2.9. He's got just under straightaway on Kokot. Kokot got boogered up hardcore on that first lap, or the beginning of the second lap, I should say, but he is making strides and trying to get back into this race here. 2.9 is the gap. Now it's 1.9. It's going to be a little bit more because Chandler hooked it up a little bit on that pitcher's mound, so they are both in the same section, going through that center straight now off that back triple. Chandler in the 1, Kokot in the 2. We got John Young now leading out our sportsman division, followed by Sean Rogers. Jim in that 3 spot. Chandler and Kokot off that straightaway. 0.8 was the gap.
2 minutes left.
Scott Chandler out in the lead. Kokot keeping him honest. He is reeling him in little by little, seems like every lap. And then will come the hard part, getting around him. Gap was 1.5. Watch that pitcher's man. Watch that pitcher's man. Got a little bit. Well done, Sean. 1.6 now is the gap. After weaving their way through a back marker and back through that back triple they go. Chandler out front. Kokot giving chase. Looks like Chandler in the associated ride. Kokot's in that TLR ride. That's going to be leader coming up on you over that back triple. Not sure who that is. Well done, Marshall. Staying out of the way
1 minute
there.
left.
So the battle is still on. Less than a minute to go. 0.8 of a second separates the two. Something's going to have to give. Oh, Kokot hooks a pipe. Takes the long way, has to get marshaled out. So late in the game, Chandler's going to breathe a sigh of relief as he had Kokot hot on his trail there. Most of that race. Something had to give, and unfortunately it gave for Kokot. So Kokot's going to have to settle for that too now with 30 seconds to go, unless something terrible happens. Chandler's got this one in the bag. He's going to come around, take another lap. Kokot says it ain't over till the fat lady sings. He gets around. Everyone's going to be done when they come across that start-finish line. That is time. John Young, you are done taking the win in the sportsman division. Chandler, you are done taking the win in the expert. Sean Rogers, you're done in that 2. Kokot is done in the 2. Waiting on one more. So we got Jim Gromby out there. Here he comes. Going to take that third and final podium spot for our sportsman. If that is a race, all stop. Marshals, grab your blowers. Marshals, grab your
The race
blowers.
is completed.
Blow off your areas. We need all those four-wheel drive drivers down on the track, please. .21.5 A main coming up next. Oh, Kyle, you broke in the pipe right there, so it's probably going to be in that area. That's where you hit. Let's get our marshals to our positions, please. Marshals to our positions. We need all of our four-wheel drive drivers out here. Need all of our four-wheel drive drivers out on the track, please. We need a handful of volunteers as well. A handful of volunteers.
1 minute to the start of the race.
Not sure where our four-wheel drive drivers went. I think we got some going back to back. Cocot's going back to back. A couple other guys. We'll let Cocot get squared away here for
45 seconds to the start of the race.
Are you? Oh, you're race marshal race. Okay, got you. All right, let's get some marshals out here, guys. Get some marshals out here. You guys go ahead and roll them out, check them in. Roll them out, check them in. Jason Peralta in the 10. Leia Anderson in the 9. Diego
30 seconds to the start of the
Araya
race.
in the 8. Ryan Harrell in the 7. Robert Morgan in the 6. Josh Keith in the 5. John Young in the 4. Kevin Cornwell in the 3. John Henry in the 2. And your top qualifier tonight is Rudy
John Young.
Gonzalez.
Josh Keith.
Yes.
Rudy Gonzalez. Boss
we
lady.
still need a
15
lot
seconds
of
to the start of the
volunteers.
race.
A lot of volunteers.
John Henry III.
Let's get them out
Robert
here.
Morgan.
We'll give you guys one
Kevin
more
Cornwell.
lap.
Ryan Harrell. Diego Uria. Jason Peralta. Less than 5.
All right. No one else down that straight. No one else down that straight. Let's get them gridded up. Thank you, Mr. Stieber. If you'll help out Mr. Adolph right there. Yeah, right there. Perfect. Weir's got that one. We need one on the bucket. One on the bucket. One on cone number 1, right underneath the hose. We need one volunteer underneath the hose. I want a full complement of marshals out here for these guys. We got a 10-car dance. So let's get one more marshal, please. One more marshal. One more marshal. KG's going to help out. I wouldn't have done that. I'd make one of these 17.5s do it. Bunch of prima donnas over there. Oh, Zach's still finishing off his cigar for TQing. Right on, right on. All right, we got all of our marshal spots covered. Thanks again to our volunteer marshals. All right, here we go. Let's keep things clean. Keep things clean. Marshals ready, drivers ready. Let's go racing at the sound of the tone. Here we go, here we go. 21.5 A main event. All right, it is on, it is on. Well done, Sean. Watch the cheater cone, watch the cheater cone. Oh, we got carnage going on the straight. Looks like Henry got in the back of Rudy and did the right thing and waited for him. Hard to do while watching all those other cars go by. So Cornwell finds himself in that top spot. Followed by John Keith. John Keith looking to the inside. Backs it off just a tad. Couldn't quite make it happen there. So it's Cornwell, Keith. John Young in that 3. Then it's Rudy. Oh, Cornwell puts it upside down. So Keith is going to take over that top spot. All right, so the early carnage shakes it up. We got John Keith out front now. John Young in the 2. Rudy's back up into the 3. Cornwell in the 4. Then we got Henry, Harrell, Morgan, Anderson, and Peralta. I didn't see what happened there, but Rudy got back up to the top there. So Rudy reclaims his top spot, so things end up working out. Rudy cashing in those extra karma points for marshalling for that last race. He's back out front. John Young still in that 2. John Henry into that 3. It's a drag race down that straightaway. Henry looks to the inside and makes it happen. So now Henry's back into that 2. So after that unfortunate start there out of the top 2, they find themselves back where they started. Now Cornwell moves back into the 3. So Cornwell and Keith going at it through that pitcher's mound. Young, Harrell, Morgan. Diego will win that mix somewhere. Morgan, Anderson, Peralta, Urea is your running order. And where it happened, we got number 2 upside down, had to get marshaled out. Rudy's going to be able to capitalize and stretch out just a little bit. The race is on for that too, though, between Henry and Keith. Then we got a gaggle of cars going on to that straightaway. Harrell spins it out, gets a little piece of Cornwell.
Two minutes left.
Watching that center straight, it is clear. That was Henry getting it wrong there. So now Josh Keith is going to take over that 2 spot. Morgan now finds himself in the 3. Watch over the roller double in front of the pitcher's mound. That was Henry getting it wrong again. Rudy by the start finish line. He is checking out here. He's got 6.7. We got 125 to go. 125 to go. It's Gonzalez, Keith, Morgan, Cornwell, Henry, Harrell, Young, Peralta, Anderson, Urea. You're going to have number 2 working up on you, Miss Anderson. When the time comes, you know what to do.
1 minute left.
Cornwell in the 3. Harrell in the 4. Watch that center straight. Watching that center straight. We got about 25 seconds to go. 25 seconds to go. Rudy's going to get around for his white flag lap, and there he goes with 6 seconds to go. Keith is not going to be able to, so Keith, when you're by the line, you are done in that 2. Josh Keith taking the 2. Peralta caught you at the line. You are done. Cornwell, you are done in that 3. Leia, you are done. Here comes your winner, Rudy Gonzalez taking the win. John Henry, you are done. Waiting on Morgan and Diego. Here they come by the start-finish line. That is the race. I'll stop. Marshals, grab your blowers. Marshals, grab your blowers. Race number 6 is in the books. Race number 7, our lock timing, 17.5. You guys are up next. We need all those drivers from race number 6 down on the track, please. All those drivers from race number 6 down on the track. Thank you again to all of our volunteer marshals. We may need 1 or 2 here for the last couple. We shouldn't need 1 for this one, but might need 1 for the next. All right, we can go ahead and get our blowers down. Blowers down, blowers down. And it looks like we got the hobby shop closed up, so you guys will have to exit out the side door. All right, guys, go ahead and roll them out, check them in, roll them out, check them in. Bayette taking the scratch. Gallo's in that 6, Soar in the 5, Shaw in the 4, Kevin Cornwell in the 3,
1 minute to the
Mike
start of the race.
Cocott in the 2, and Aaron Jensen in that top spot. Once you come by the start-finish line, get them gridded up. No one else
Mike
down
Cocott.
that straightaway. Rack them and stack them.
Mike Sara.
Let's get them in our
Mike
spots,
Galos.
please.
45 seconds to the start of the race. Aaron Jensen.
We have
Kevin Cornwell.
got all of our spots covered. Hey, come on, guys. I said no one else down the straightaway.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
Oh, that's my fault. I didn't say it in Greek.
15 seconds to the start of the
No one
race.
else down the straightaway in Greek. All right. It worked out. Everyone's good. All right. Marshall's on your
Less than 5.
toes. Drivers, let's go racing at the sound of the tone. The supply chain shortage having an effect on this fixed timing. Woo. That's Cornwell going for a ride. It worked out for everybody. All right, our 75 fixed timing A main event is up and going. Get people a little squirrely there off that first lap there in the back. Aaron Jensen punching out early. Kokot trying to keep him in his sights. He puts it on his lid there. Still stays on that 2. Shaw in the 3. And it's Cornwell, Gallegos, Sora. Your running order for our 17.5 fixed timing event. Watch on the pitcher's mound. Watch on the pitcher's mound. Oh, Jensen with an early breakaway. The race is on for that 2 spot between Kokot, Shaw, Cornwell, and Sora. They're all separated by about a second and a half each. Jensen in the TLR, Kokot in the TLR, Shaw repping the AE, Cornwell with the AE, Sora with the AE, and Gallegos with that TLR. We are 2 minutes in, 3 to go, 2 minutes in, 3 to go. Someone got it wrong over that crossover. That was Shaw. Pulls a handful of triggers, tries to stay out of front of Cornwell, but has to give up a couple spots there after a couple bobbles. So now Cornwell's going to take over to that 3 spot. Sora and Shaw going at it. Off the straightaway they go. Gallegos trying to get back in the mix. Jensen with a 7.9 second lead over Kokot, now 8.8. Kokot's got about 3 seconds on 3 as that wagon train goes down that straightaway. Sora gets it wrong. Shaw's going to get around. So Shaw's going to take over that 4 spot. Watching that center straight. Oh, Cornwell parks it in the pipe and gives it back up to Shaw. No, getting it wrong in the Bermuda Triangle is Nomas.
2 minutes left.
It's still Jensen out front. He's got 11 seconds on the 2 of Kokot. Kokot's got 3.6. Shaw in the 3, Cornwell in the 4. Then Gallegos and Sora. 17.5 Expert Division is coming up next. All right, you got about a minute 10 to go. Minute 10 to go. No real close battles materializing right now.
One minute left.
Shaw puts upside down. Here comes Gallegos. Because Gallegos is going to take over that 3 spot now. Sora trying to get into it, but it is late. We only got 30 seconds to go, so the race is on for that 3 spot between Gallegos and Shaw. Over that cheater double they go. Up the tabletop, Gallegos pushes it wide. Shaw could not make it happen. No, the pitcher mound they go. They might get around for one more here. They go down that straight. Off the straightaway they go. Gallegos getting a good run here. Skies over that triple. Shaw bonks a little bit, then it hooks up into the pipes here. So things are going to pay off for Gallegos here late in the race. He's going to get by for one more. I don't know if Shaw will. Shaw does. Keep going, keep going. Soares find himself in the mix now too, so he dives to the inside and takes over that 4 spot from Shaw. Gallegos puts it upside down, and here comes Sora. So it's going to be a race to the line. Kokot, you are done. Gallegos has got it. Sora's looking for it. And they come by that start finish line. Gallegos is going to hang on. Sora gets a little wrong, spins it around, and loses that spot again to Shaw. That is the race. All stop, all stop. Jensen, Kokot, Gallegos is your order there. Marshals, grab your blowers. Marshals, grab your blowers. Race number 8, our 17.5 A main event is coming up next. We need all those drivers from race number 7 down on the track. And we will need volunteer marshals. All right, we can please have a couple of you guys out of the pits and on the track to volunteer marshal, please. It'll be appreciated. We can go ahead and get our blowers down. Blowers down. Thank you guys very much. A couple of you guys wouldn't mind sticking around and marshaling for this next race. That would be appreciated. All right, race number 8, our final race of the night. Go ahead and roll them out. Check them in. Mike Gallegos in the 10. Paul
1
Weir
minute to the start of the
in
race.
the 9. Kyle Adolph in the 8. William Marr in the 7. Brian Day in the 6. Randy Locken in the 5. Matthew Willoughby in the 4. Richard Lake in the 3. Willie Amos Smith in the 2. And your top qualifier, he's going to get it. Zach McConnell.
Student driver.
All
45
right,
seconds to the start of the race.
Straightaway. No one else
Black
down that
Stallion.
straightaway. Slow
Beanger
down
Dundat.
that straight.
Kyle Adolph.
Slow
Matthew
down that
Willoughby.
straight.
Free Willy.
Slow
Randy
down
Locken.
that straight.
Cheese Whiz. Captain Ahab.
In Greek, slow down the straight.
Mike Gallegos. 30 seconds to the start of the race.
Should have got my Google Translator out to do that. All right, let's rack them. Rack them up, boys. Zach, do you want to go down and take a picture of your car in the TQ spot real
15
quick?
seconds to the start of the race.
We need some marshals out here, please. We need 2 marshals. 2 marshals, please. One on the bucket 0 and then one going onto the straight.
Less than 5.
Thank you, Kevin. We need one more marshal. Diego's going to do it. Attaboy. It's over here coming down the straight right next to Kevin Cornwell. That would be gravy. All right, anything can happen. All right, here we go. Keep things clean. Marshals ready, drivers ready. Our final race. 75 Expert is going at the sound of the tone. All right, we are off and running. Zach going to lead out that first lap, followed by Willie. It looks like Willoughby got around Lake there into that 3 spot early on. Then it's Locken. Day somebody, Gallegos, Weir, and Mara. All right, it is game on. We got the AE rides of McConnell and Willie in the 1 and 2. Willoughby in that TLR pushes it wide. That's going to allow Lake and his AE ride to move back into that 3 spot. So Willoughby's going to fall back to the 4. Then we got Lock and Day, Adolph, Gallegos, Weir, and Marr. Your running order down the straightaway. McConnell in the 1. Willie in that 2. Lake Willoughby. Locking. All trying to reel him in. Everyone is running fairly tight. Day trying to stay in this as well. So he goes by that start-finish line. Zach trying to keep the field in his rear view mirror as he goes over that crossover. He's got Willie hot on his heels. Lake edging ever so closer. Willoughby getting things together in that pink white wheel TLR ride off that straightaway. Watch over that crossover. Watch over the crossover. It is clear. Thank you, Kevin. Oh, no. McConnell rolls it over in that back triple. Loses the spot. Willie's going to take the point. Zach's going to fall to the 2. Lake bobbles over that cheater double. Stays out in front of Willoughby. Paul, you're going to have your leaders we're working up with you shortly. Well done, well done. You're going to have 3 and 4 behind you next, Mr. Gallegos. You're going to have your leaders working up on you. When the time comes, you know what to do. It's Willie. McConnell. Lake and Willoughby. Watch by the start-finish line. That's 3 and 4 coming up by you. Lake trying to dodge a bullet. Hooks up the pipe.
2 minutes left.
Allow Willoughby to get around. Willoughby's going to be coming on Mr. Gallegos. Mr. Marr, you're going to have your leaders working up on you. Looks like Willoughby got it wrong there. I didn't see what happened to Willoughby, but he fell back to the 4. Lake reclaimed that 3 spot. 1 and 2 not getting too far away. Willie's got it. McConnell keeping him honest. Over that pitcher's mound they go. Oh, Willoughby puts it upside down. Here comes Randy Locken. Locken was not quite close enough. Let's pick up our leaders going over that cheater double. Over the pitcher mounds they go. Oh, McConnell bonks it on that pitcher's mound. Goes upside down. Had to get marshaled out. That's going to allow Willie to stretch out with the biggest lead for first place here with 55 seconds to go. 55 seconds to go. McConnell's in that too. Lake is in the hunt. Gap between 2 and 3 is 1.3. Off the straightaway they go. Guys, you're going to have number 3. We're working up on you. And Mr. Mara, that is 4 right behind you in the all pink. Willie, sorry I missed that lap traffic there. Mr. Day, you're going to have your leader. We're working up on you next. Looks like Lake had a little bit of bobble. Fell off the back door of McConnell there. McConnell's coming up on Paul Weir there with 8 seconds to go. 8 seconds to go. Top 3 are going to get around. Let's see if Willoughby makes the cut here. And he does not. He gets chopped at the line. Everyone by that line, you are done. Oh, McConnell gets it wrong and tries to marshals himself. Hangs on to that 2 spot by the skin of his teeth. Waiting on Gallegos and Mara. That is a race. All stop, all stop. Thank you all for coming on out. Hope you had a good time. Willie taking away McConnell in the 2. Lake in the 3. Thank you all for coming on out. Hope you all had a good time. Have a safe trip home. Again, we'll be doing it again on Saturday.
The race is completed.